And now, a special Miller Media segment that we like to call Ask the Candidates. Our guests will be Barack Obama, John McCain, Ron Paul, Chuck Baldwin, and Hillary Clinton. Some of them were former candidates, but candidates nonetheless. Okay, let's get this thing started. The first question is, in terms of government, what do Americans need more of? Well, George, I think that's an admirable question. Obviously, I think Americans need more change. No, I disagree. I think Americans need more war. Iran is still a viable threat to this country. I think Americans need more people like Ron Paul. He's a good friend of mine, and if he was still running, he'd definitely have my vote. And that's how I feel about it. More privacy, maybe. No, I think when it comes to government, Americans really need less government. This big government, that's what's messing everything up. Obama says he's for change. He offers no real change. What we need to do is make smaller government and go back to the gold standard. No, they need more people like me. My record is perfect. I should still be a prime contender for president. Okay, very well. Next question. What do we need to do to or with taxes to fix this mess with the economy right now? Well, George, I think it's pretty obvious. We need to change them. We need to change the amount of taxes. We need to change what we tax. And we just need change in general, basically. Listen to this guy talk. Senator Obama wants to tax you, but for different things. I say we get rid of taxes. We don't need to tax people today. But of course, friends, as we know, we live in troubling times. And we're going to go in and we're going to win this war. And we're going to do what it takes to be able to pay for that war. But of course, I realize that there are concerns with the economy. And basically, we're going to win that war. Yeah. I'm going to defer my question over to a very wise man who is very knowledgeable on this subject and is a very good friend of mine, Mr. Ron Paul. Well, if you replace the income tax with a flat tax, a 30% consumption tax, that would be very, very punishing to the poor and middle class. So that's why I don't want it. I want to cut spending. I want to use the Constitution as our guide. And you wouldn't really need the income tax, would you? So basically, that's the bottom line. We have to cut spending, you know. And honestly, if you think about it, most of the taxes out there aren't even constitutional. Look, George, all the American people need is more of me. I'll take care of their tax troubles. Next question. What would you guys be doing right now if you were not in politics, not trying to fight over who should be the next president? What would you guys be doing? Do you know? Any ideas? What are your thoughts? That's another good question, George. I'd like to say that I'd be pursuing my dream of playing basketball, NBA style, of course. But in all reality, I'd probably be on the side of the street saying, change, can I please have some change? That's an easy one. I'd be at home watching Matlock, and not having to worry about the economy, and things of that nature. Well, of course, I'm also a pastor, as many of you know, and even though I was also the Constitution Party nominee for Vice President in 2004, let's not forget that I also host a weekly radio program, and I write a weekly news column, which is carried on ChuckBaldwinLive.com and also on VDare.com. So I urge you to check those out, but I think I'd be following those routes probably. Oh boy, I can see you're really giving me the tougher ones now, huh? Well, I'd probably be spending a lot more time with my wife. As you know, we've been married for more than 50 years, and we've got quite a big family for me to take care of, so it would be nice to spend a little more time with them. And, maybe watching Matlock doesn't really sound all that bad. But, of course, in my spare time, I'd still like to run my campaign for liberty, which is doing tremendously, I've got to say. And, numbers don't lie. Just check out our internets, and you'll see that freedom's a popular message. Oh, I'd probably go back to beating up Bill 5 times a day. Ha ha. Okay, well, just a couple more questions here. I don't want either of you to miss Matlock, especially you, Mr. McCain. Alright, what is everyone's favorite song? Because I know inquiring minds want to know that. Well, I think it's pretty obvious that, again, my favorite song would be Changes by David Bowie. Oh, wait, no, I take that back. I changed my mind. It would actually be A Change Is Gonna Come by Sam Cooke. That might change, but so far that's my favorite. I also like A Change of Heart by Tom Petty, and The More Things Change by Cinderella, and who could forget, You Won't Change Me by Black Sabbath. What's my favorite song? I think it goes, what was it? It goes something like this. Bomb, 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 bomberin'. I'm just joking. Well, that is pretty easy for me. I can't think of a more beautiful song than "God Bless America," because I think that's what's in the hearts and minds of most Americans, and that's what's gonna. It's those people that are they're tired of the same old lies and empty promises, and they do want real change, and they want God back in the Pledge of Allegiance, and I don't think there's anything necessarily wrong with that. But yeah, that's my favorite song. And by the way, what I mean about that is the kind of ridiculous thought that people want to take out the words "under God" in the Pledge of Allegiance, despite the fact that those were the original words. Our great country was founded on religion based on God. Now, that's not to say that there's no freedom of religion in America, but my personal opinion is that God should be a very important part in our lives, and that's why my favorite song is "God Bless America." Well, obviously, my favorite is our national anthem. I mean, to me, that's the best part of any sports event is the national anthem. And unlike Mr. Obama, by the way, I always put my hand over my heart. My favorite song? Hillary Clinton Revolution, Hillary Clinton.